Red handles are your shutoffs. At the moment, they are in the off position.
Okay.
And they will be labeled.
Red handles are your shutoffs. At the moment, they are in the off position.
Okay.
And they will be labeled.
Three cutoffs, three good disconnects on the gas tank.
Also down on this end, we have a gas line for future piece of equipment that will be sitting here. This will be your future gas for this piece of equipment.
Okay.
We will have all these all these valves tagged, and we will have a ledger, and we'll frame it and put it in a boiler room. All of them, the numbers will correspond to which valve goes where.
That would be great.
Is there future equipment that I'm not aware of coming? Or is this
Not
just
us.
for if we want to expand?
This, well, as from what I gathered, the kitchen equipment man said that there could be a future piece that goes here that they might want later, and that's the reason for the
Okay.
gas. Will be the future water for this piece of equipment. Gas on the bottom.
Now y'all, I know y'all aren't doing the water, but I wonder where that cutoff is from that water.
For which water?
You know, if they broke the line, where would I have to go back
Oh.
and turn that water off?
Okay. Let's get Brian.
All right, your kettle supplies are here. You have two ball valves, hot and cold. Your hot filling or your pan filler over here is the two bottom ones here. And you have flex connectors on both units for the faucets.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. And they're on now.
Yes.
Okay.
Disconnect our cutoff valves behind there. See the yellow and the ball valve back there. Beneath here, on your incinerator, we have balancing valves beneath here, isolation valves for everything. This needs to remain about here. This draws your water because you have an outlet going, it discharges both into the disposal and to the draw drain over here. So it had to be balanced down there. There's only one supply going to it. That way, if you didn't, all the water would go up here, you'd get triple. That way, you have both water going out of the disposal at one time and here for the installation one time.
And it's been better if I'd been some kind of a ball drop, you know.
People in the flame. Of course, our ledger is over here telling you what everything is. Now, this you can always use open in an emergency situation. This would be the main shutoff for the building. Much easier. Just a quarter turn valve and everything is off, rather than have to sit here and spin for 3 or 4 minutes, okay? We'll continue over. This will be your bypass valve. If you ever had to bypass your double check over here or anything, it's listed over there which ones are your, to shut it off which ones are the isolation valves. Of course, your valves here just for, if you ever have to replace these are the incoming and static building pressure. Got valves down here. Of course, this isolates the outside hose bib. This is your patio area outside, cold, patio area hot.
And all that's gonna be marked, as you said?
Yes,
It
it's
is marked.
all the tags are on here.
Okay.
Just look at the corresponding number, tell you what it
Okay.
is. Over here, this is just your 140 return. Now, all these returns up the top, these will have a separate valve up there as well, okay? Those were initially done, we did the boiler room just for testing, to get this system going before we turned on over there. But if you had to isolate, you can isolate from up there on the 140 main going to the kitchen, or the 110 recirc line coming back, okay?
Okay.
These are just simply for your recirc pumps here, just isolate it. One here, and there's one over here. That will turn it, that will isolate the recirc pump right there.
Okay.
Okay, and they are listed here as to what they are. Okay.
Okay.
For the entire complex, your 110 return from both independent to over here, this shuts everything down there going back into your hot water system. Okay. Now these are isolated both A and B and C, D, E, and F over here as well. Over here I'll show you. This just simply isolates the tank. There's hardly any reason to never turn them both off if you have to work on this tank. Okay, but they are marked inlet and outlet. On the boilers over here, same thing, inlet, outlet, both of those are marked inlet, outlet over there. This one, of course, number over there. Over here, this is simply another valve to isolate this. If in an emergency, you could shut the system down just by using this as well, okay? This isolates this system here. If you ever had to bypass it, this valve will be turned off, that valve will be turned off, and your bypass valve over there turned on. That would get you through all this, okay? Domestic cold going into your thermostatic valves on the bottom. The 140 hot coming into your mixing valves, which of course will be 110 going to your units. Okay. Here again on this side you have your isolation valves for your research pump that goes to your common, skilled nursing, memory support, all on that side. This is all your independent living over here. Okay.
Okay, this is more independent.
Yeah, independent living over here. I think I've
Assisted
got
living.
Assisted, skilled nursing,
Assisted
commons,
living,
and
yeah.
memory support over there.
Okay.
Up here, you have your domestic hot water, the big 3-inch up there is what, that's your 110 water going to all the units
Oh, yeah.
and independent. The, when you see mark 26 is your research line coming back from those lines over there, which you know what the research does, just keeps your water hot on continuous basis. The only cold water you have, you don't really have an independent shut off to do both the independent living and this area over here. One valve shuts off the whole facility. Okay.
Okay, so if I want to isolate independent living,
Okay, as far as cold water, you'd have to go to the breezeway to do that. The little breezeway, they're up in the breezeway there, so you have to do that at.
You can also isolate each individual room.
Each individual room can be isolated, yes sir. All of them have your
Okay.
little access panels in the ceiling. And the
In the
little closet, as you walk in the door, you'll see a closet.
okay.
A little gray square panel, about 9 inches square up the ceiling.
We're going to look at that today too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Now we do have some isolation valves for D, E, and F. If you had to turn those units off, I mean turn off the wings, we do have those, which would be skilled nursing, assisted, member support.
Okay. So for hot water, if I need to isolate it from IL,
Independent living,
yeah.
simply see the domestic hot water up there, number 29,
Yep.
that shuts it off all the way in independent living.
Okay.
Everything over there's cut off that point.
Okay.
And like I say, now the cold water, you have to go to the breezeway out
Right.
there, right up the ceiling.
Okay. I mean, I understand the valves you showed me over here as far as shutting off everything, but there's gonna be times where we'll have to
Certainly,
shut them off
you have to isolate,
independently.
yes, sir.
Yeah. And, you know, almost never can you shut it down in the licensed area unless you absolutely have to, you know? So. Okay, so this would be for independent living, and I can shut down the different areas.
Yes, sir.
Hot water individual.
Yes, sir. Each individual unit, and actually each unit in here, whether it be an independent living, memory support, assisted, skilled nursing, doesn't matter. All of them have, in each individual unit, there is an access panel with your hot and cold shutoffs up there.
Okay, on the way out, can you show me again? I know where that one's at for IL. Where do I shut off? Memory support.
If you had to cut those off on just the hot.
Individually.
Individually,
Yeah.
we'll have to show those to them, they're out in the hot.
We'll have to go back into,
No, I don't mean the units. Do we have a shut-off valve that just shut
Not
off the
here.
water going to, like memory support?
not here, not here.
Not in here, no, they're out in the corridors.
It's out in the corridor.
They're out in the corridor. Now, if you need to turn them all off at once,
Yeah, I did do it here.
oh, I'm saying if all you need to do is turn off the hot water, the independent, I mean, not independent, but assisted, memory support, all in the commons, that one main 3-inch water valve right there, that turns that off all in there. That's all you want to.
But I can, there is a valve that shut off each individual area too.
Yes, sir, each wing, not each wing.
Okay. So each wing.
Which I'm calling
So,
D, E, and L.
Okay, well that's, I'm calling that an area. So
Right,
that's fine.
yes, we can do that, yes,
Okay.
we sure can.
Okay.
They weren't showing, but
We put them.
we
Okay.
had.
Yeah, well, that's good. Because if you did have a water leak or pipe leak,
They turn
you're
down
gonna
the
shut
pipes.
off the whole license area to repair you know, one area in
Exactly.
AL, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so that'd be good.
We got a gas valve. Kills gas going into the each boiler. On the boiler, there is a filter. Nut comes off, that slides right out.
So it needs to be served at least every 30 days.
30 days.
Yeah, if you don't, these things will really start sucking the natural gas. They really will. And you
What
got
type of filter is this? Is it serviced or replaced?
It's replaced.
It's replaced.
Replaced, okay.
With these things, you got 1.25 million BTU in each unit. That pulls an awful lot of air through there. So, the cleaner you keep them, the more efficient these units will run.
Here, I'll get this.
And Jeff, are we gonna get any extra filters for these or what?
New filters will be put in there before we turn over the building.
What's that?
They'll have clean filters put in before you turn over the building.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
Like I say, these things do pull an awful lot of air through them, the size of burners. You let those things stop up, you'll know when the gas bill comes in.
Okay.
Good.
There'll be a cutoff right here, which is not tied up as of yet. It'll be feeding the grill and fireplace. At the grill on the outside, there'll be a shut off. On the outside of the fireplace, there'll be a shut off.
Okay, so you can shut off between here and there?
Right.
Okay.
Also, I guess for sure, we've got a main valve for the outside bib out there, right here. Out by your,
Water bill?
yeah, the water bib out there by the disposal area.
Okay.
Trash.
That's it?
That's the main one.
We got a main manhole for clean out,
Okay.
clean the grease out of the trap. Have a clean out for the line going out,
Grease trap, line,
clean out coming in,
from the kitchen.
over towards the clean out going towards the manhole.
Above that particular access panel, you have the isolation valves that go to your D unit over here. Okay?
Skilled nursing?
Skilled nursing, yes, sir. That'll take care of that area there if you have to isolate.
Does it isolate this area too?
It actually isolates the bathroom over here, yes, sir, sure does. Isolates everything that's area here that will isolate. You've got them over here. Your isolation valves for this, for F, for both first and second floor, here. It'll be your 110 return, and your cold water supply. For your F, which is member support, Ron, I can't remember, was it here? Oh, that covers up. No, they're back.
up.
They're in here. Sure
They're
are.
right here.
And they put the access
We
point.
failed to put the access panel in.
You're gonna have time to get to them.
No.
No problem.
Shut-off valve location for
All
Uh,
licensed.
all licensed areas inside units. First closet on the left.
That controls the fireplace unit. On the back side, we have an access panel to kill the gas coming in to the back side. Yes, let's walk right in here.
Is that electric striker on it?
It has a remote control.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Got an access panel here. That has a cutoff. There's some hand reach right here.
Okay.
To kill the gas with a regulator.
All right.
This will have a tag for domestic cold water going to independent living. It's a quick cutoff valve also, saddle valve.
And for your,
Okay.
your hot and your return lines, you have those over the mechanical room.
Okay.
And then mark up the top.
Actually, I remember seeing these.
Yes, sir.
Domestic water supply return
Mhm.
when I first got here. So, you don't need
It's about 140.
Yeah, I
Shut
was
off valves
142.
for independent living units
Actually,
in the little
About the
bitty
last 10
closet.
years, I don't know, man.
Actually, I got it.
This shuts off.
This,
Okay.
there's a service tank on each floor, and this valve will shut all these service tanks off.
Right,
They're
right.
closed right now.
They're closed now.
I mean, it opens, right.
Yes. It opens,
And
pull it back,
this way? or
pull it back to
Pull
the
back towards the door.
Okay.
On the handles, there is an indicator that tells you on and off, which way to pull the handle on all those balls.
There's only one way to pull it, so.
Yes, you won't go one way.
Well, actually, I was thinking of a sheet rock, that's insulation.
Yeah, that's it.